political campaigns in just 5 minutes. Join me, your host, David Washington, on Countertop Politics every Monday for exclusive campaign insights, tantalizing innuendo, and the secret sauce behind successful political campaigns. Don't miss out. Let's go.
All right, everyone. This is your host, David Washington, and this is Countertop Politics, 5 minutes every Monday. So, this was the headline from the Business Insider, May 24th, 2023. DeSantis campaign launch on Twitter with Elon Musk off to a disastrous start as the site repeatedly crashes. In a way, this was emblematic of how the DeSantis 2024 campaign for the Republican nomination for president was going to go. And this is what we're all about. Some campaign insight. And here's a few words that I want to say about this campaign. First of all, the launch on then Twitter with Elon Musk. It was delayed by 30 minutes. It was buggy. It was inconsistent. Many individuals who tried to get onto Twitter Spaces were unable to get on Twitter Spaces. I was able to get on Twitter Spaces and listen to the launch. It was disjointed. It was disappointing at best. It kind of turned into the Elon Musk show. And I get it. I love the political innovation, and I'll touch upon that in a moment. Second, the strategy. And this is where more of the political innovation comes into play. And again, here at JNW, we're your political innovations, and we're always looking to do things differently, efficiently, and with a high return on investment, a positive return on investment. And so the strategy, the collaboration with the super PAC, Never Back Down, giving Never Back Down the responsibility of organizing and implementing the field operations strategy, I thought was brilliant. And I was really looking forward to seeing and hearing more about the field operations and its success. 800,000 doors, according to sources within Never Back Down. 800,000 doors were knocked. Unfortunately, 5% of those eligible to participate in the Iowa caucuses, 800,000 doors knocked in Iowa, 5% of the voters actually showed up to vote. If my numbers are correct, that's about the amount of money spent versus the return on that investment. That's about maybe over $6,000 per vote. That's unheard of, and that is unacceptable. Another part of the strategy. One, the candidate, Ron DeSantis, leaning so far into this woke ideology conversation, the cultural war. He was the lone soldier, warrior in the cultural war that may have dominated the politics in Florida. And maybe his campaign thought that the evangelicals and the conservatives in Iowa may embrace, but you can't out-Trump Trump. And that's another thing. Trump is Trump. and the hive mentality of MAGA, the hero worship of MAGA for Trump. He is a planetary figure. And there's no way that DeSantis, Trump light, can out Trump, out MAGA, the original. DeSantis should have gone hard at Trump and then go harder again. That's just me. Third, another fatal flaw to the campaign, more insight, was the candidate Ron DeSantis himself. Stiff, unlikable, awkward, mean, just stuck in one gear. And that's unfortunate. Unfortunate for a campaign to have a candidate that is someone who's just not appealing, a candidate who was out of his element. So, got my J&W mug here, got my coffee going this morning. If you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you like it all, please subscribe to Countertop Politics. Please subscribe to the J&W Network, where you can see all of our content. We really would appreciate it if you like it. And, of course, share with your friends, family, those politicals and electeds that you know. And also, we'd like to see your comments. There's more. My takeaways on this particular campaign. I like the idea that the campaign came out the gate thinking of innovation, of doing things differently, of engaging its targets, its voters, its supporters, its donors differently. The idea of the Twitter Spaces launch was a good idea. It was a good idea. However, it should not have been the only platform that the campaign used to announce the launch of his campaign. The campaign was 6-7 months, in my opinion, late in starting, but that's my opinion. Again, I like the political innovation thinking here. I like it. However, the execution of this particular strategy failed. Another takeaway that I have is that the campaign failed to execute a cohesive strategy. Granted, political action committees like Never Back Down and the DeSantis 2024 are not supposed to, by federal law, not supposed to coordinate to some extent. And there was some gray area here. And I like the idea of Never Back Down, the PAC, managing the field operations. I like that. I like the resources that were put in. Unfortunately, the return on investment was incredibly poor. We'll learn more about the campaign as the news, investigates and do more reporting on the end of the DeSantis 2024 campaign. However, the idea of the field operations and the big investment in the field operations, I really appreciated, and thought that a lot of the innovation in the campaign was in the field operations. And then my last takeaway is the fact that there were just too many chiefs, too many people with responsibilities in the campaign early. We like that lean approach. You only really need a core of individuals, even on the scale of a presidential campaign, a core of individuals to manage that campaign. And we'll talk more about that in future episodes of Countertop Politics. And what I'm talking about is the lean campaign model that we use to manage our campaigns. We take the approach of a small business, taking the small business approach to our campaigns, a startup, so to speak, and treating our campaigns as a startup and getting things started in a way that is efficient, that is lean, able to pivot when it needs to, quickly and efficiently. A lot of efficiencies. You'll hear me say that a lot about the lean campaign model, and we'll talk about that in the future. So, in closing, it's unfortunate that what was hoped to be a major challenge in the Republican nomination process has suspended his campaign. I was looking forward to more at the very beginning of the election cycle for us, which was back in November, but of 2022. However, it is what it is. And there are some lessons to be learned for everyone, especially in the campaign management, campaign consulting business. Many things to learn, which I have taken my notes here and will implement and make future content in regards to this. So again, we really appreciate you being a part of our community. Thank you for being here, listening to us, watching us. And for those of you who have come to me and spoke to me about enjoying our content, I appreciate it. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Bring your facts, not your feelings. This is your Countertop Politics with your host, David Washington. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're out. I love doing this. I really do. Now I got to go see the dentist. I need an implant. My temporary fell out. Had that temporary in for like 10 years. Good work. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye.